Hey, your viewers and viewers, my name is General Strategist and welcome back to So You're Being Hunted. This is episode 413. Now, as promised at the end of the last episode, I'm recording this pretty much straight after the last one. It's part of a big recording session for today, so I can, get plenty of views back into my YouTube queue and all that, since they've been running down over the summer. Now, last episode, basically what I did was I loaded a fresh map, and hopefully this time, this one will have a higher chance of actually spawning some weird fucking terrain and all that. And, already we can see it's actually quite dramatic right now with these big valleys, trenches, things like that, hills and all that, which is great. So I maxed out pretty much all the features in the biome generation system. Ooh, jump onto the roof, lovely. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Now, we've cleared out this first island, which means now we just need to pick another one and go to it. There is... yeah, a jetty over here. We'll probably just go over here. I think this is probably the South Island. So, great stuff. Last episode I told you about how I had friggin' smoke detector woes after it friggin' decided to start bleeping at 12:30 at night to tell me that the battery was almost depleted. Great. So yes, I'm still probably a little bit tired, but it's not too bad. Somehow I did manage to get a bit of sleep at the very least, which I did say. How, I don't know. But we're not going to talk about that. I've gassed enough about that particular topic. Right, we've got the South Jetty over here, so we're going to go to the South Island. We're going to see if we can find some advice pieces, which will be fine. And we'll see if there's any crazy terrain that prevents us from progressing, because that's really what the point of this experiment is all about. Right, we're on the South Island now. So, as you saw in the last episode, all the biomes, all the settings for these islands are pretty much the same. I say pretty much, they're absolutely identical in essence. So we're getting these big dramatic islands, that's good. Now, something that I do actually want to kind of talk about in this episode, it sort of relates to what I was mentioning actually last time about how I'd been back up north to visit family. And when I went back up north, before I actually did that, I was going through basically the kind of drawer on my desk where I have my gaming PC, and as I was going through that drawer I was having such a nostalgia rush because I discovered a load of old frigging game discs from the fucking 90s, early 2000s, games which I played in my childhood. Now, I've talked about games that I played in my childhood before. It's not a new topic, it's one that I've gassed in the past and all that. And but this one was interesting because I just found so many fucking CDs and PC DVD ROMs in there, which really took me back. Something, and it was amazing actually to look at them and just think, holy shit, do you remember that game? Do you remember this one? What about this one over here? So, to give you an idea of what sort of games I kind of came across, I discovered all my old disc copies of Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2, and Age of Empires 2 The Conqueror's expansion pack, which was amazing, because I have not played those games in fucking years. The last Age of Empires game I probably played was AoE 3, and that was probably when I did a one-off... You've seen me, haven't you? Of course you have, yeah. Well, never mind. Oh, shit, hold on. That's it, you be polite. Whoa! Don't fucking do that, you bitch! Oh! This is bad. I've been tempting fate a lot here. Fuck! Just run in a straight line, and he won't shoot you. Alright, get behind the wall. Go down here, that's it. Ooh, that got a bit hairy, didn't it? Fucking almost failed before I, well, having said, this is not actually so much a challenge, is it, that I can fail? To be honest, if I died, I'd probably just reload and keep going. Because we're not fucking Iron Manning this, to be honest. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I was going through my drawer, looking through my old freaking game discs, getting a bit of a nostalgic rush from everything that was in there. So, Age of Empires 1 and 2, and the Conqueror's expansion for Age of Empires 2. Haven't played those in years. Last Age of Empires game I played, AoE 3, and that will have been that couple of episodes I did a few years back here on the channel as part of my sort of strategic campaign season 1. I think that was what I did it for, wasn't it? Age of Empires 3 was my favourite AoE game of all the ones, and it had some decent expansion packs like the War Chiefs, the Asian dynasties, which were great, and I really enjoyed them. But the thing is, the first Age of Empires game that I ever played in life was AoE 2, and that's the one obviously that's set in like the medieval period, sort of Dark Ages through to the beginnings of the discovery of the New World, whatever else have you. Anyway, AoE 2, the Age of Empires games actually in general, when I was a kid, I never really kind of played the AoE 2 campaigns legit. I always just used to like the level editor, because you could build your own maps and things like that. I always used to just play that, and it was great. I fucking loved it. So, before I'd gone back up north, I'd basically discovered all of these games. So I was looking at obviously the AoE games, but there were more than those, quite a few more. I found a load of old Lego games. Found my old friggin' childhood copy of Lego Racers 1, along with a copy of Lego Rock Raiders and a copy of the original Lego Island 1. So I found those, and that was a blast from the past. Thing is, they don't work on my PC, because they're all games, they're all disc copies. So the chances of them functioning on new higher-end systems is going to be very low. But, I've talked about Lego Racers 1 before with Phil, and I think I might have talked about Lego Rock Raiders before, the game. Lego Rock Raiders was a game that was not bad. It was actually kind of decent. That is the PC version, I should mention. Lego Rock Raiders on the PS1, however, was apparently shit. It was a load of hot garbage, because it was completely different for what it actually was. But no, the PC version of Rock Raiders was okay. It was decent-ish sort of strategy resource gathering game. The only thing I remember with it, though, was that it was kind of tedious. Some of the levels got a bit grindy, because a lot of the levels were the same. It was like gather X number of energy crystals and all that, and that could get kind of dull after a while when you're a kid. Oh, shit. Watch out for them. Let me go around here. Here's where we need to be. So yeah, I found those Lego games. Lego Island 1, of course. That was a blast from the past as well. One of the games I found, in fact, one that I did find, and this was also an absolute blast from the past. Now, does anyone ever remember an edutainment game by the name of Zoombinis Logical Maths Journey? It's the sort of game that you probably saw when you were playing in primary school, elementary school, for any Americans or non-Brit viewers out there. And the idea of Zoombinis Logical Maths Journey was, there was actually a story to it. You had these little blue creatures who were kind of adorable, and there was like a story that their homeland had been taken over by these bad guys, and they decided to escape, and you had to guide them on a journey through this strange land to get to this new place where they would set up home. And sort of, there were about kind of 9 levels and 2 sort of checkpoint levels in it. And the 9 sort of main levels, each one of them had kind of like a puzzle, sort of like a puzzle that was designed to help you as a kid develop your kind of problem solving, your kind of critical thinking skills. But I just remember it for being a fairly kind of colourful game, and I found the disc copy of it in my drawer, and so I decided to send it back up north to my family, because, I have a sibling who also played it, and, they would certainly be very interested actually in having a look at it, because they're on a bit of a 90s video game nostalgia trip at the moment. But yeah, so Zoombinis Logical Maths Journey, who remembers it? And if you do, say down in the comments. But an interesting thing about that actually is that I was looking on Steam recently, and there was actually a remastered version of Zoombinis that came out on Steam in 2015. So, not going to lie, there's a part of me that's actually tempted to buy it and just give it a whirl, just for nostalgia's sake. Hell, I might even friggin' record some videos on it and upload them onto the channel. Because that's the thing, I remember as a kid, the way it worked was, as you completed the levels, if you managed to kind of ace the levels as you went through them, then the difficulty of the game would ramp up. So the next time you come back around to that puzzle, it would have changed in some respect, and it would have become more difficult. And I always remember as a kid, I don't think I ever fully completed it, because I think eventually I got to a point where I was too dumb to solve some of the puzzles. But it'd be interesting now as an adult to go back and see if I can figure them out. and probably embarrass myself when I find that I can't, because I'm still dumb as fuck. Who knows? But yeah, the original Zoombinis I think was made by Broderbund. I think that was the name of the company that developed it. I don't know if Broderbund still exists. It probably doesn't. The remastered version of Zoombinis is probably, or was probably, developed and published by some different companies entirely. But yeah, there you go. Alright, I just need to follow these wisps. Find this friggin' device piece. Holy moly. Yeah, that's an interesting topic though, isn't it? Edutainment games aimed at kids. Zoombinis is the one that I remember from my childhood, but I'm sure there were lots more. I can sort of vaguely still picture ones from primary school in my head that I can't remember the name of. Have I talked about edutainment games before when Phil's joined me? I feel like I might have done, I'm not sure, but yeah, there's like ones that I can sort of vaguely picture in my head, but you know, to this day, for the life of me, I cannot remember what they were called. I can't remember what the name of them was. So, that's unfortunate, but you know, feel free to let me know in the comments actually, you guys out there watching this. Do you guys remember any edutainment games from when you were kids? Can you remember what they were called? Because I'd be fascinated actually just to know the names of them and just look them up to see if maybe I recognise any of them. Because like I say, you know, my primary school where I went when I was just a very little kid, they had a few different edutainment games, usually in sort of the middle to older classes. I just vaguely remember some of them, but I cannot remember the names. That's the only thing. Right, let's wait for these guys to move. Oh, shit. Right, send you off over there. Right, they go in that direction. We've got one more bottle we can use to distract them if need be. Oh, shit. Got it. Ooh, back off. We'll just wait for them to bugger off. That's what we'll do. Alright. Oh, shit. He almost saw me, but not quite. Let me drink up my tea. Alright, there we go. Okay, I mean, so far in the Terrain Experiment version 2, we've not encountered any sort of jetties or anything that have spawned in impossible locations. But I'm sure, you know, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure we'll be able to do a full playthrough and all that. Completely unhindered by the terrain. But then again, even if we don't get, you know, terrain that is impossible to progress through, we'll probably still get some interesting generations around here. It's always fun with messing around with the biome generator to see, you know, what you can get. Sorry, I was just gulping down the dregs of my tea there. Probably could all hear me just then. Alright, let's get back to the jetty, we'll get back to the centre, and then we'll probably wrap the episode up. Okie doke. So they're going off over there, that's fine. I've got to remember, track IR, not turning my whole body, which is fine. Okay, look at this place. What a friggin' higgledy-piggledy mess of different terrain features, rocks, pine forests, deciduous forests, copses, cottages, big structures, villages, crags, blah blah blah, and lakes and whatever else have you. Right, we're going off back in the right direction, which is good. See, now that's an interesting generation over there. That's an example of something kind of wacky that definitely can occur with the terrain generator when you really mess with the settings, like rocks sort of spawning in weird locations. And if you look like at the sort of base of that hill there, where it's got like the lighter terrain, where it's like supposed to be footpaths where people have been walking, it sort of like just goes down into the water. Yes, that's fun. That's fun indeed. Alright, back up here. Oh god, but this is the only thing, you have to jump up some of the hills, because they're so dramatic. Well, we can do that. It's like Skyriming your way up and over. Alright, over here then, ladies and gentlemen. I see what the deal is. Also, actually, another topic of conversation, update. I did an episode a couple ago on roadworks, where I was just ranting and complaining about the roadworks in my local vicinity. As a result of those, I've had to change up where I'm going to do my weekly grocery shop for the next few weeks. But that's not too much of a problem, because I've found that there's a big Morrison's, which is not too far of a drive away from where I am. So I went there for a change. It's alright, yeah. So I'll probably go there from now on, get stuff. And again, I'll have to check on Google Maps see where my nearest Lidl and Aldi and places like that are actually located, if there are, or if there's any others. And then I'll have to go and, trot on down to those and check them out. I know Lidl and Aldi are the sort of shops which pride themselves on kind of cheap, affordable stuff. So maybe I'll check those out, if I'm feeling in kind of like a cheapskate sort of mood. We'll see. Okay, right. As we come up here, I'll jump cut as we head back to the centre. Now that we're back here, let's deposit these device pieces, and then we'll get going. Okay. Oof. Don't get gas from my tea coming up my throat. As always. Blah-de-blah-de-blah and all that. Alright, around here we go. Let's just get around this friggin' steep cliffside. And up and over. Okay. Did I mention in a previous episode that people had informed me when I was doing the Grenadier Challenge before why it kind of went wrong with the towers? It's because if you're going to use towers to hide in, you need to use castle infrastructure on the biome generator. Just going to say that again in case I didn't already mention it, because I can't remember. Like I say, it's been a good week or two since I recorded episodes 411 and before, so I can't really remember too much. I got plenty of things on my mind, like an old man. There'll be things that I forget. My god, that's a big troop of robots and dogs over there. And I'll give them a wide berth and all that. I think they're going in that direction, that's fine. Are they all going in that direction? I think they are, by the looks of it. Unless those two might be their own patrol gang, actually. Yes. Makes sense. That's one thing I've learnt from all the time I've been playing So You're Being Hunted. Whenever you see robot patrols, I think usually it's about maximum of 4 to a patrol. I think it's usually about 2 minimum. And of course, once you eventually reach a point in the game where you've returned enough device pieces, they'll start getting dogs that follow along behind them. Yes, you see, for all my failures in the land of So You're Being Hunted, there are still things that I've learnt over the years. Okay, right, let's go over here. Now that they're going in the other direction, let's get this wrapped up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed episode 413. I hope you'll join me for episode 414 whenever I get around to recording that. Maybe I'll record this recording session, I don't know. But after this, I'm probably going to quickly get recording some more stuff. Probably Wolfenstein 2, since that's going to need doing. So yeah, Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Goodbye, everybody. Take that. Oh, did I just fucking grenade myself? I think I did, didn't I? Don't run. Fuck you. Oh god, I think they take a lot of shots, these things, don't they? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have friggin' pulse ammo. Okay, I killed one of them. God, that thing made a horrible noise. No. God, you have to get back real quick. No. Oh, shit. Fuck you. Oh, there's another one. Oh, fuck me. I don't have friggin' health for this.